Should you buy properties through auctions? My name's Luigi Newton. I own 30 properties and I've been in the game for 8 years, buying, renovating and doing up properties. I'm a landlord and people ask me a lot of questions all the time about auction purchases versus Rightmove or Zoopla and what do I think on the topic. Well, I would always say to people that there's definitely a lot more of a risk element when you're buying properties through auction. For example, usually when you're doing an auction purchase, you have 30 days to complete and pay for the actual property. So if you're using cash, then auctions is absolutely fine because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to complete within that 30-day window. However, if you're using like bridging finance or like a buy-to-let mortgage, it can be a lot of time pressure. It's very, very hard to complete within 30 days when you're using bridging or using a mortgage because there's lots of variables. For example, you're waiting on the lender, you're waiting on the solicitor, you're waiting on the seller. Like there's lots of moving parts, and if one element kind of takes too long, it can just really drag out the process for you. So usually when I'm buying a property, it normally takes me around 2 to 3 months to actually get the keys for the property. Now, if I'm buying in cash, it's usually less than 30 days. It's usually around 2 to 3 weeks. So buying in cash is significantly faster than using a mortgage or bridging finance. That's the first thing, is the time frame, 30-day window. Just keep that in mind, guys, because if you don't complete and pay for the property within that 30-day window, if you're doing an auction purchase, then you actually lose your deposit. Now, every auction house is different. They all have their own terms. Some auction houses actually give you like a 60-day term, but most of the time it's going to be 30 days. Second thing is when you're buying a property at auction, usually you're going to have to pay 10% on the day as a deposit. Now, for example, when you're buying a property on Rightmove or Zoopla, you don't have to pay any money, okay? You don't have to pay any deposit. The only time you have to pay like a large chunk of money is when you officially own that property, when you're sending the money to your solicitor and you're completing on that purchase. That's when you have to pay the large chunk of money. However, with auctions, you're paying that 10% on the day of the auction. So auctions and pricing. Now, a lot of people think if they buy at auction, they're gonna get a better price. But a lot of the time, auction properties will sell for more because people can get carried away at the auction. They can have their eye on one property and just bid. And before you know it, the price is very high. So that can happen. But one thing you need to remember as well, guys, is the guide price that's exactly what it is. It's a guide price, because when you're on Rightmove and you're scrolling, if you haven't filtered out auction properties, it will show you auction properties next to normal properties that are for sale. And what happens is you can see the guide price. It says, for example, £80,000 for this house. And you're thinking, whoa, that's so cheap. But that's just the guide price. On the day of the auction, people are obviously bidding on that property. And there's also going to be a reserve price as well, which has to be within 20% of the guide price. So say, for example, the guide price is £80,000, the reserve price has got to be within 20% of that. So it could mean, for example, that it's like what, £96,000 is the reserve. So if it doesn't sell for 96 grand on the day, then it won't actually sell. So you won't actually be able to buy it for 80 grand. Now, as well, on the day of the auction, people are obviously going to be bidding on that property. The price can end up being a lot higher than the guide price that you see online. Now, I just wanted to share a quick story with you. So one of my friends, well, to be honest with you, I'm not actually that close with him anymore, but this guy that I know, he was selling one of his HMO properties at auction, and someone purchased it. They put down the 10% deposit at auction. So the property that he was selling was £270,000. Now, the deposit was 10%, so it was 27 grand. And what happened was the buyer, the person that was buying the property, he had like a last minute blip, which is very normal when you're buying a property. Something very small can turn into like a big issue and cause delays. So anyway, this guy was delayed and he actually wanted 2 days extra from this guy that I know, the seller. He said, I need 2 days extra. Something's came up. It's to do with the name that I'm buying the property in. I want to buy it in my company name, but they've done it in the wrong company name. So I need to change it over. It's going to take 2 days. Can I have a 2-day extension? You know what the seller said? This guy that I know, he said no. He said, no, I'm not going to give you this 2-day extension. I'm just going to keep the deposit. So £27,000 he actually kept. So I always refer to that story because it just shows you that when you are buying a property at auction, this is a big risk. If you don't meet that 30-day window, you're losing your money. You're losing your 10% deposit. A bit misleading for some new people, but when I'm looking on Rightmove, I always filter out auction properties. I don't want to see them because I don't actually like buying properties from auction. I prefer to just buy normal properties. The reason is because when you're buying a property through an agent, for example, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to commit any money. Now, this is being filmed August 2026. Maybe things will change in the future, but right now you don't need to commit any money. The only money you would need to commit very early on in the purchase is instructing your solicitor. Now, if you've got a good solicitor, they might only want you to pay like £500 to start the process, to have money on account so they can start doing the work for you. And also, you might want to get a valuation. So that might be another £500. You might want to do like a buyer's report. So these things, it's a small cost, but it's not like a massive 10% deposit kind of cost. It's just like small costs, like usually less than a couple of grand, usually less than £1,000. And then the rest of the costs are going to come when you actually complete and pay for the property. So I love that because it gives me a lot of options to pull out. Say for example, if I'm trying to find the best possible deal and I've got say £100,000 to use on a property deal, I secure a deal with an agent, might get a home buyer's report on it, I might be going through the motions of buying it, and then I find a different deal because I'm always looking for property deals, and I find a different deal that's significantly better than the one I've got agreed. I'm just gonna pull out of this one and buy this one. Whereas if you're committed on an auction purchase, you're gonna lose that 10%, which we'll be looking at minimum, say, £8,000 to £10,000 on like an 80 grand or 100 grand house. It's definitely something to think about, guys. I know a lot of people that have lost their deposits at auction. A lot of people, guys. I know a good 4 people that this has happened to, that have told me about it. Maybe it's happened to more people that I know, but they just didn't want to admit it. But I do think it's definitely a common thing that can happen at auctions. Now, if you are gonna buy at auction, because I'm not completely against it, I think there's a time and a place. For example, if you've got like good cash budget, say you've got like a good few £100,000 and you're aggressively buying properties, you're wanting to buy quick, fast. Yeah, auctions can be great. But one thing I would say is make sure you check the legal pack. That's super important. Get a solicitor to check it over, get ChatGPT to check it over. But yeah, you need a professional, like a solicitor, to look at that legal pack. And yourself, you need to read through it as well. See if you find anything that's not making sense. And yeah, just make sure you're covered when you're buying auction properties. But anyway, guys, that's my take on auctions. For me, I much prefer Rightmove. Modern method of auction is a little bit better because you get more time to complete usually. And yeah, just as well, one last thing, guys, be wary of hidden costs. Within auctions, make sure you're reading the terms of the auctions and you can see exactly how much they're going to charge you for the purchase, like what are the auctioneer's fees. So yeah, guys, I hope this video has helped. Like, subscribe, share this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys very soon.